Hey guys, what's up? I am coming to you with a quick video. First thing I'm going to show you is the book that my daughter illustrated. It is available on Amazon now, and it's written by Stephanie Morales, illustrated by Yvonne Frederick, and she did all the illustrations for this book. So you guys go over to Amazon and purchase it. It's a great little book, especially for young ladies who might be interested in becoming a lawyer. So, the ISBN number is 978173556760, and hopefully it's not backwards for y'all, but you never know what moment will change your life forever. So yeah, so my daughter illustrated this, and I'm very, 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 very proud of her. So let's run it through there, let you guys see some of the illustrations real quick. I don't want to get too close up, but she got to work on her cars, so but yeah, so I'm real proud of her for this. So what have I been up to? Well, the last time I saw you, I'm still spinning. I'm plying yarn right now. The last yarns that I applied, they're in the, I've already soaked them, and they're hanging up to dry in the bathroom, and so I don't have those to show you yet in their finished state. The yarn that I'm applying right now is a Romney. Is it Romney or Falkland? It's a Falkland wool that I'm applying right now, and it's multicolor. My husband dyed it. So I showed you guys the scarf. I finished the scarf last week, and he's already put that up to hide it from our youngest daughter. She always takes his stuff. So I finished his fingerless gloves today, and the color isn't showing up good here. It's part of the light. It's too bright, but that's closer. But this looks more gray than it is. It's actually a burgundy with flecks in it. This is that Stitch Studio by Nicole yarn, the tweed yarn, and from AC Moore, and AC Moore is closed in our area now. We have on the Michaels and the Hobby Lobby, but it's an easy pattern. His hands are bigger than mine, so this is made for him. On him, this only comes to like his first part down right up in here on his knuckle. So it's an 1.5 inch ribbing down here. Then this is 4 inches for the thumb gusset, and then about another 4.5 inches, and then I did 4 rows of knit one, purl one, and then I bound off in pattern. And then I picked up 18 stitches around the thumb gusset and did the thumb. Yeah, so it's very easy. Knocked them out, no problem. I did one of them today, this morning, in like 3 hours. It was done. So and then I put the thumb on the other one, woven all my ends. So yeah, so easy project. Worsted weight yarn. The yarn was beautiful. I wish AC Moore was still open, because you have your regrets. I wish I would have went ahead and bought several skeins of that yarn when I bought this one, because this yarn is knits up beautifully. I love the flex in it. I love the color, and now it's no more. And I'm not gonna pay outrageous prices to try to get some more from somebody who stockpiles some. I'm perfectly fine with the yarn stash I have. So one of the things that I'm working on, like this is a Zentangle tile, artist tile book. It's 400 series from Strathmore, and so but I'm using it to, because it was just in with my other sketchbooks and stuff, and I wasn't using it. So I decided I'm gonna use it for swatching. And this light is too bright. So that's what I started doing today. I'm starting to swatch some of my colored pencils, and I'm also going to be swatching my markers in this little book. I don't know about, I don't know how it would do with a light wash of watercolors. I doubt it would do good, so I might see. But anyway, this is the Faber-Castell Gold Faber, the 48 count. They are a student grade coloring pencil, pigmented and wax. Whereas when they describe the polychromos, they are highly pigmented and contains oils and wax for the medium. So yeah, so the colors are very bright, and this is the black right here. So you can see this is a gold, that's a silver, this grays, that's another grayish black. But it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greens in there. It had like 3. I would count that as kind of like like a yellow ochre there. But it only had like 3 like yellows. Then you got like this yellowish, like yellowish orange, and right there those 2 kind of like yellowish oranges. And then it had like those 2 are definitely like purples right there. So it has a wide range, and I didn't do any blending with these yet. It was very smooth to color with, and I enjoy coloring with them, so I like those. So then I did the Black Widow Skin Dark Tones, and they're wax, and there's 12 in that little case, and the colors just is not something that I would say would be skin tone. Only maybe 1 or 2 of those, and that's if you blended it with a white or something, you might be able to get it close to a skin tone. Like this is too much red and too much red in these for a skin tone by themselves. These are too gray. These wash purple. I mean, who do you know that has purple skin? I mean, even if somebody was super dark, their skin is not a purple like that you could, blend. You're gonna have to blend that and blend the hell out of it to try to get a skin tone. And if you know anybody who's gray, then they're dead. If their skin is that gray, they're not living. So yeah. And it's just, these colors are not colors that I would say would be a skin tone for any living human being. So then I started swatching my Derwent Color Softs. These are super soft to me, very, very creamy to me. And I stopped on the Persian Gray because I got tired of swatching for today. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be swatching out all my coloring pencils. And believe me, I have them all. I have the Prismacolors, the ink tints, some Derwent pastels, the Faber-Castell. I even have the what's that guy's name? Fabiani, or whatever, however you say his name. I even have the crayons from Faber-Castell that I got from they're the beeswax crayons. Those crayons are so buttery, and it's just, they're very nice crayons. They should make some that have like a finer point on them though for adults. They should take that crayon and put it inside of a pencil those crayons, I like those crayons, and better for my granddaughter, she colors with it. So yeah, so that's what I did today. I finished these finger gloves, and I started swatching my coloring pencils and stuff, so that I would start using my materials more. So as for art, let me see. Y'all saw my mushroom the other day. Let me see if I can get it to go. Hopefully it will focus. So I was doodling over here. So maybe I got fingerprints on the screen. It's kind of fuzzy, y'all. Hold on. So yeah, it's the light in here is kind of dim because of I gotta replace one of the bulbs, so I'm not sure why this isn't why the camera isn't focusing very well. Maybe it's because it's the white paper, I don't know. Who knows? So I was doodling in pen, and then I was trying to draw someone standing up. The arm proportions are jacked up, I know. I messed around with that one to the point where I got sick of it. And then I was doodling again. And then I tried doing another body, but the proportions for the torso is messed up on that one. And so then I was using the How to Draw Superheroes, I think that's the name of it. Stanley, one of the Stanley ones, books. And I was very happy with how this Spider-Man pose turned out. Yeah, it's just having trouble focusing. Yes. Take it off autofocus. Okay. So I was happy with how that turned out. And so then I did this drawing, which the eyes are jacked up. The chin is too small, but hey, it's progress. And so then I did this one, and his cheek over here should have been a little wider. His lips are tilted down too much. This eye is actually bigger. Like it's showing here, I actually made it a little smaller than it was in the photo. In the photo, the eye is huge, so I made it a little smaller. I don't know. When you watch him in his movies and stuff, he tends to raise his eyebrow up, that left eyebrow, and so it makes that eye look huge compared to his other eye because it's kind of squinty. So yeah, and so then I did this one and I colored it to play around with some of my pencils, and then I glued this Werther's wrapper to it because I was like, I just need something. So I glued the Werther's wrapper to it. So a little Christmas gnome, and then you got the pumpkin, you got the cat behind the pumpkin, and then they're coming upon this suspicious looking candy sitting out in the middle of the blackness by itself. And then that's it for, I didn't do any other drawing this week yet. But I'm going to. But, yeah, so that's the drawing and stuff that I've been doing. And the knitting. And I'm plying all those bobbins I spun, those 20 bobbins. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 bobbins left to ply. 10 if you count the one I'm almost finished with on my spinning wheel. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is, where did I put it? is when I was going through stuff on my bookcase, behind some books, I found these. And it was like 2 signatures and some loose sheets of paper. So I took and I combined them into one little booklet. This is some that felton tape that you would put on the bottom of your couch legs and stuff like that. But I used it on this book. So the back is a part that was left over from a folder that I had used to add a back cover to one of my the Art of Dragonlance books that, you know, you have stuff you don't want your kids to touch when they're little. They touch it and they mess it up, and then when you find it after they hid it somewhere because they were scared that you were gonna cast them into the ether, and so you find it, and yeah, and so I finally fixed it, and I'll show that to you guys. So this was my Art of Dragonlance book. I've had this book for a very long time. And you can see what I'm talking about, where the kids and Tater got hold of this. That was our dog who passed away 3 years ago. And so I will always keep this book because it's a memory of Tater Man, the Tater Man. And so I love this book. I love it. And since it's already destroyed, it's not like, you know, collectible anymore. My other one is though. And so yeah, it was first printed in 1989. I graduated in 1988. So that tells you right there. I bought this book. This is one of my things that I got for myself when I first went into the Navy. Not the Navy, but I wasn't in the Navy yet. We were on delayed entry. So I got this book while I was we had to go to weekly meetings, and there was a bookstore in Goldsboro where I had to go, and this is where I got this book from. So, but yeah, I love the book, and it's Clyde Caldwell, and what's his name? Keith. I think his name was Keith something. It's been a while since I looked through here, but he's, what's his name? Parkinson, is that his name? So that's John Lakey, Laura Lakey, John and Laura Lakey, Stephen Fabian, Jack Pennington, Jeff Butler, Eric Olson. There was a Parkinson guy. Jim Holloway, David Dorman, Valerie Volosik. Keith Parkinson, Eric Parkinson, George Barr. I don't know why I can't think of that other guy's name. Dennis Bayview, Lakeys. Yes, Parkinson. That's his last name. Where's his first name at? Come on, people. See? Destroyed. So here he is. Yeah, I was right. Keith Parkinson. So you can see here, they tore this. They tore this. Yeah. But hey, that's life. Mom and daddy's things are always being messed with. But yeah, I love the artwork in this book, these books. And they've traveled with me all over the United States. And so I've had to patch it up. And add some glue. But I have just like my Shannara books. I started collecting the Shannara books, and when I was in the Navy, and my husband let someone borrow on his ship, borrow some of my hardcovers, and they didn't give them back. So I have several hardcovers that disappeared. Most of them was the Druid, the series, the Druid part of the series. So yeah, but anyway, let's look through this so I can show it to you guys. So this was some sheep, and they're spelling out yarn, Y-A-R-N. And that was just a quick Sharpie. I was just with Sharpie. Then there was a 4-leaf clover I found on March of 2010. And I didn't put a date on it. There's not a date on this. There's no date on that. I play World of Warcraft, y'all. So this, like, you know, you're playing in Alternate Valley and everything. You know, you got the flags. So this is what it was. So you got the flags, and then you got the people over there standing at the flag, and then the guy goes, dude, the flag's unguarded. And they go, how many times do I have to tell you I'm not a man? Click. Quan, goodbye. Quan, she logged, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, noob. Girls play wild too. So yeah. So this was before I stopped drawing the last time. See, I was starting to get my act together. That's Bruno, one of my online knitting friends. And then my husband, he had got the Born to use the mic thing with Nas on it, and I was messing around. Do not turn on this computer, you kids have gotten viruses on. So I drew that and put it on the computer. And so this another sketch. And before I played WoW, I played a text-based RPG called Asteria. And so I used to sit there and try and draw what I thought some of the people's characters on Asteria looked like. So this is from 2010. That's from 2010. So most of this stuff is from 2010 in this book. That's Poetic Spice. This is from 2012. I actually put a date on that. This is 2012. 2012. Make a commitment to achieve wellness. This was a loose piece of paper I just stuck in here. Make a commitment to achieve wellness. And that's when I found Mark Creeley on the internet in 2012. This is one of my classes where we had to take an everyday object and turn it into a character. So I chose a wine glass, and this was my wine glass. And he's a little tipsy. So and so, rest in peace, Andy Griffith. That's 2012. I don't know if y'all saw most of this stuff. I wasn't looking at the screen, so just in case. Oh, back the other way. So, in 2012. This was, I was doodling, and I used to have some, it's puff paint that I put on the bottom of little bedroom shoes and stuff I made, the crochet ones. And so I had put some of the puff paint on this. And I was just playing around with what I had at the time, which I have plenty of coloring pencils. I didn't have a lot of markers and stuff at that time. And so this was Sharon Day, You Are Not Prepared, and this is the sheep And he has all this stuff stuck inside of his fleece. And he has like pine cones, a magnet, all kinds of different bugs, a dragonfly, a fly, an ant. Kilroy was here, right there, a little thing, a kitchen sink. So he has all kinds of, he says, I sparkle. But he has all this stuff stuck in his fur. There's a bat, another bug, a snake, an acorn. So looks like a little cluster of grapes or something. An owl, there's an owl stuck in his fur. So yeah, so I had fun just doodling that. And then that was back where we had to do this Conte crayon. We had to do a nose of marble and a nose of marble and a pear. Oh, you know, if you guys, this thing is, my camera got to get adjusted. So been messing with it so much, so I don't know. And I'm not redoing my video. Y'all know what you see is what you get. So yeah. But I like doing Zentangles. Well, doodling. I wouldn't call them Zentangles, because I've been doodling since I was forever. Probably since I could hold a pencil. My mama had encyclopedias. You know, they used to get those encyclopedias back in the day. And there's encyclopedias that had, where I had doodled along the borders and on the edges of a bunch of the encyclopedias. So yeah. So that's all I got for y'all today. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. Go buy the book, The Day I Became a Lawyer. And I will hopefully have more stuff to show y'all when I do my next video, because now that I've finished these, I can work on some of my stuff that is some of my whips. And so since I finished those fingerless gloves, I think I'm going to work on the other pair of fingerless gloves that I was making for me. That's a whip. And so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you. I'll probably do a live stream Sunday, since there don't seem to be too many people live streaming on Sundays. So I'll probably do a live stream on Sunday, and I'll probably be crocheting or knitting doing that live stream, unless I start a new picture and I'm working on rendering that picture. So I'll see y'all later. Take care.